A woman accidentally tripped and fell in the locust breeding shed, losing consciousness on the spot. When she woke up again, the sight in front of her left her dumbfounded. Locusts were crawling all over her body, feeding on her blood through her wounds. Lisa was terrified and started to back away. But what she didn't expect was that this accident would actually make her rich. The next day, when Lisa walked into the breeding shed again, she was surprised to find that the locusts that had fed on her blood had become more energetic. They started shedding their skin and laying eggs. Lisa looked at the wound on her arm and seemed to understand something. To confirm her suspicions, she made a bold decision. She removed the bandage on her arm and put her arm directly into the locust nest. The intense pain made her body tremble. When the locust had finished feeding, Lisa pulled of dozens of locust legs from her wound. The next morning, she eagerly returned to the breeding farm. Sure enough, reality did not disappoint her. In just one night, the number of locusts had increased by dozens of times. The eggs were scattered everywhere. Now she was going to strike it rich. So she quickly called Jack to help her expand the breeding shed. That night, she secretly drew her own blood to feed the locusts. Before long, the large number of locusts made Lisa a fortune. As the scale of the operation grew, her own blood was no longer enough. So she bought pig's blood and feed, mixing them together to feed the locusts. But slowly, her daughter Anna became very unhappy. Her classmates always mocked her for having a family that raised locusts. One day, Anna's long-suppressed frustration finally exploded. She grabbed a knife and stormed into the breeding shed, slashing everything in sight. What she didn't know was this action would bring a great disaster.